We are at Owens Farm, and we are looking at the future trails. We just walked through a farming field where there's going to be trails that hug the edges of the field. Behind us is this grassy knoll up here, and the trail will eventually hook around, and then it's going to come down the other side and cross 99 on the other side of that hill. We are standing in front of the schoolhouse, the old one-room schoolhouse that was actually moved onto this property in order to protect it, bringing the trails through here so that you can view these historic buildings as you're going by is a really neat part of this particular trail system. So I'm really excited about this section of the Owens Farm trails. We drop down into this really quiet, surprisingly secluded little section of the property. The plan for this section is to open the accessibility of this trail. So that's going to look like making sure that the trail surface and the width of the trail is accessible for people with differing mobility needs, and also having a bunch of sensory elements to this trail. So the trail's going to come through the forested area that we just walked through, and you'll walk through this glorious oak grove. We are in restored prairie. When we acquire a property, we think about what's the best restoration of that property. We have done some work to clear out the understory and release some of the oaks so that they can grow to their full potential. Historically, in the valley, in areas where there were oaks, there was a bunch of native prairie species. So there's lupin behind us. There's a lot of camas out here, and endangered species like Nelson's checkermallow. The really cool thing about the trail is that you come in from town, you know you're close by, but then you duck into these little corners of the trail, like the prairie that we were just in, and it's just so wild, and it just feels amazing to be in those quiet spots and hear the birds chirping, see the flowers blooming. It like immediately calms you down. So those pieces come together and create this really beautiful landscape that's right near town, right near Jackson Fraser wetland on the other side of 99. We're going to be putting in trails as soon as possible to make this property open to the public. It's in a part of Corvallis that doesn't have a ton of access to public trails, so that's why I'm excited about it.